All right. Hey guys, we're so happy to have you all on the Zoom today. We're so excited to see everybody. Dallas folks, I'm glad that everyone is safe from the storm. So today we have Emerald, Jen Wieland on with us, and I'm going to let her tell your story, but Jen has become a super close friend of mine, and I would have never known her if it wasn't for Plexus. Kathleen White, who is another super close dear friend of mine, level 1, is Jen's sister-in-law, and so we've become friends through that, and Nebraska has just become one of my favorite places to go. Plexus was not in Nebraska, very much at least, a couple years ago, and what the Nebraska team has done has been truly amazing. They have grown their team just amazing at amazing rates, and so she's going to tell us a little bit today about how they did grow their business. I know she had never been to a Plexus meeting before. She really did not know much about Plexus. And so she started from ground zero, and they just went gangbusters. So anyways, I'm going to give it over to Jen. And then if y'all have questions, y'all can put them in the chat at the bottom, and we will try to address those if we have time. So thank y'all for being on.
Hi guys, thank you so much for all of you who are logging on. I'm excited to talk to you this morning. And you know, I love talking Plexus, and it's my passion now. And when I began my journey about 2 years ago, I was excited to start this new journey. I didn't know a whole lot about Plexus. It was just shared with me from my sister-in-law, Kathleen White, who lives in Prosper, Texas. And so when I had joined Plexus, unlike most ambassadors who join for the wholesale price to get their products at a cheaper cost, I was actually searching for a business opportunity. I knew the products worked. Seeing my sister-in-law lose 20 pounds over the holidays, she looked amazing. I thought, okay, these products work. I want the business. So unlike most ambassadors, I truly joined this for the business opportunity. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to bring it to my little Nebraska town and see what happens. Nobody I knew had heard of Plexus. Nobody I knew had heard of the pink drink. So I thought, I'm going to give this a shot. And so that's what I did. And here we are 2 years later, and it has been the biggest blessing and one of the best decisions that I've ever made. I was searching something to call my own, and Plexus was definitely that thing that I was searching for. Coming to Grand Island, getting my products, I thought, I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and start this as soon as I get my products. And so I signed up for Plexus the end of November in 2013, received my products in December, and I posted about them on December 8th. And I thought, here we go. Either people are going to unfriend me and completely think I'm crazy, or they're going to want to jump on board with me. And to my surprise, most of them jumped on board with me. And so, like Beth said, I had never been to a Plexus opportunity event. I didn't know a whole lot about it. So as I was learning the business, I was learning the products, and I was learning the opportunity as well. And so what we did here in Grand Island is we just started hosting Plexus events weekly. And we started that off small. We hosted them in my home, and we called it a Plexus Power Night. And we did those on Monday evenings, and whoever could get here could get here. And it turned out being one of the best things that we ever did. You know, I got to meet so many new people that had lived around me and around my area for forever, and I had never met them. And we've become the best of friends. We've gotten really close, and it was all because we just started sharing our passion for Plexus. So I say to you, if you guys are in a new community, or if you've got team members that are in a new area, and maybe, you know, they're afraid to share Plexus or afraid to share with others, just go for it. It was scary, but it was so worth it. And so coming into an area where it wasn't known, you know, people, they were curious about this pink drink. I took it with me everywhere. I took it to every ball game, every gym that I walked into. I ordered Plexus swag from the get-go, and I ordered, my daughter's staring at me, come in here. I ordered my husband Plexus swag. I got him some Plexus ball caps and me some Plexus shirts and things, and we just wore it all around town. And so that's kind of how it just started growing. People started asking us about it, and what was this pink drink? I was known as the crazy Plexus lady shortly after that, and I'm proud of that title now for sure. But you know, if you're in a new area and you're wanting to grow your business, or you're wanting to spread your passion about Plexus, start hosting events. Find a place that you can just do it once a month. And maybe you're going to have 1 or 2 people come. Maybe you're going to have 0 come. You guys, there was a few times that I had gone to different towns and hosted Plexus events, and I would have nobody show up. And that was kind of discouraging at the beginning. I thought, gosh, you know, what am I doing? What am I thinking here? If I had 1 or 2 people come, it was usually an ambassador. And so we would use that as an opportunity to just talk Plexus and train each other and just learn more about the business. But we didn't stop. We didn't get defeated and think, gosh, we don't need to have these anymore. Nobody's going to show up. We just kept on, and we just kept hosting them monthly. And the more we did that, the more people showed up. And so we've continued to do that, and it's paid off for our team. So if you're in an area and maybe you think you've got people that are doing it already, there's people sharing Plexus and you're not going to get anywhere with them, don't think that also, because there's lots and lots of people that have not heard of Plexus, or there's lots of people that haven't had the opportunity to gain the knowledge they need to know more about the products to start the product. So continue to share with everyone you come in contact. I just came from the dentist and I wore my Plexus shirt. And so, you know, I know that those gals in the dental office are going, okay, I know she's been doing Plexus. I'm friends with a few of them on Facebook. And so it gives me an opportunity to talk to them about what I do and what my job is. And you know, a funny thing is when I was scheduling my next 6-month appointment, it was for September. And she said, well, when do you want to schedule your appointment? And I said, well, let's see, I'm going to be in Hawaii. Hopefully I may be in California. And so I shared with her a little bit about why I was going to be in Hawaii and what our business does for us, what this company does and where it sends us. And so she was curious to why I was going to be in Hawaii. Was it a family vacation? So that opened up an opportunity for me to share with her Plexus. And so use those moments in your days when you're going to the doctor's office or the dentist or the grocery store to wear your Plexus swag and to talk about it when people ask you about it, because that was an easy opportunity opened up for me right there. So, and I shared with her that I needed to be home by 10:30 because I had to be on a video chat call to talk to people about Plexus also. So that was fun to talk to her. I'm hoping she gets back to me. But talking to you a little bit about the business, you know, in our business, when we start, we create a why for ourselves. And we talked about this the other night on our team training. And my why has changed and transformed itself in different areas in the last 2 years. And my why originally, when I started this business, I thought, okay, I want a business. I want to do something on my own. I'm going to come into Grand Island and see what people think and see if they want to try this paint drink. Okay, that was my original why, is I just wanted something for myself outside of what my husband does for a living. I have always supported my husband in his job, and I've always been there for him, and he knew I was looking for something to do for myself. And so my why originally was to start something on my own, have my own business, to be my own CEO. And my why in the last 2 years has really changed. And so I know for a lot of you guys, yours has changed also, and it's going to continue to change throughout your Plexus journey. But you guys, my why now is seeing the changes that have transformed for my family and for my daughters. I have 3 daughters, and they've watched their mom come into somebody else in the last 2 years. I started out with this business thinking, you know, I don't have a college education. I quit college early on to get married and start a family. And, you know, I honestly didn't think I was worthy of such a position that I have in this company now. And so to grow myself with Plexus, and, you know, it's grown myself in so many ways that I didn't see coming. And so my why has changed to the fact that I want to pass down this passion that I have for these products and my passion for helping others. I want to pass that down to my children. And so my 3 daughters are watching their mom do something that's so amazing. And all of you are doing it too. If you're sharing your passion and your love for these products with everyone you know, and you have kids or you have family members or you have friends that are watching you, they are watching you. And what you are doing in creating that passion for yourself is you're leaving a legacy for those around you. Because I think the most important thing we can do for ourselves is to help others. And if we continue to help others and share Plexus in our communities and share Plexus with everyone we know, it's going to be a blessing to somebody. And you guys are a blessing. I know that we are blessed in this business. We are blessed to have this opportunity and blessed to have these products that continue to make us healthy and feel better. And we need to pass that on down to everyone we know. So be sharing and be connecting with people in your community and talking to them about Plexus, because you don't know the next life that you're going to change with these products and with this opportunity. It's a huge responsibility, but it's the best and most fun responsibility I've ever had. I mean, who can wake up and 2 years later love a job that you do? I honestly wake up every single morning and I'm so excited to work my Plexus business. 2 years and I still get excited. I wake up and I'm motivated to contact my customers. I'm motivated to contact those people that I think could use this opportunity. And I'm motivated to talk to my team. So 2 years in and I still love what I do more than ever. So look at where you're at in your Plexus business and look at the opportunity that you have to be a blessing to others, and know that this is much bigger than you may realize at this moment. That it's going to be fun for you if you continue to share.
Yeah, I think so many people when they start, I have 3 things that I see happen when people start Plexus and when they start in a new area. You know, one is people say, I need to wait until I have results. Mm-hmm. Most of y'all know, signed up and I was not going to do this. And I did not think that Plexus was going to work for me. And God quickly changed my mind to share. You know, I had no idea. And I still didn't believe that it was going to work for me. But what I did believe was that it worked for Celeste and for Ariel and for Rainey and from other friends that took Plexus before any of us joined. And I watched them take it. And so I believe that it worked for them. So if you don't have your belief yet because you haven't even received your products, that's okay. Believe, get our belief, grab hold of our belief. Sorry, my computer's freaking out right now. Grab hold of our belief and start sharing. Because if you don't start sharing, somebody else is, and you're going to lose that time that you could have been sharing Plexus. I believe that Plexus works. I believe that it worked for my friends. And so I started sharing. So don't wait, start now. And we will help you. If you need people, you know, to help you build that belief, then you contact us and we'll help you build that belief. Mm-hmm. 2 is, like Jen said, you know, start doing meetings. Those meetings could look like anything. Jody, I see Jody's on here. We went to South Dakota and Iowa this weekend. Nobody knows about Plexus in South Dakota and Iowa, or the areas that we were in anyways. They may somewhere else, but not where we were. And so we had two very different meetings. The first meeting, and success at both meetings. The first meeting, there were just a few of us, and we had dinner. And at the end of dinner, we kind of started talking about the dinner. At the end of the dinner, we just went into more, a little bit more detail. We didn't have PowerPoints. We didn't have anything. We just started talking about Plexus. And I think at that one, we had almost 100% success rate of people signing up. And then the next day we went to another meeting, and we had a lot of new ambassadors that had never been to anything. And we had some potentials. And at that one, again, we had people signing up and customers. But the other thing is that the new ambassadors came and they got excited. And just being around Plexus people gets you excited and you learn more. And so I truly believe that meeting was a huge success too, because now those ambassadors see, oh my gosh, we have something that is changing lives, and their beliefs started to build. And they said, well, we might, a couple of them, I don't have results yet. It's okay, start. The third thing I want to say is we have teams, and I know like when a team explodes, like Nebraska did, we had New Mexico explode like that. People say, oh, everybody's heard about it. Mm-hmm. Everybody's heard about it because all of your friends are sharing. That's not true. Kaylin West, she's skiing, so she's not on here, and I don't think she's on here. And I went to New Mexico, I don't know, sometime in the past 2 months. I've been like everywhere the past 2 months. But and so we wanted to make a point. And so we started asking people at the grocery store, at wherever we were, if they'd heard of Plexus. Guys, not a single one of them had ever heard of Plexus. And New Mexico that area had blown up. And they were all saying, well, we don't, everybody knows about it. Everybody knows about it. Everybody doesn't know about it. I started at MCA where there's, Ariel, there are 9 or 10 jewels from MCA, 9 or 10 jewels from MCA in a school that's like 550, 600 kids. There's still people at MCA that have not heard about Plexus and that are not taking Plexus, which is amazing, because when we think MCA, we think everybody has, is taking Plexus. People don't know about Plexus. Today when I heard we were going into the tornado, or we came out of the tornado shelter, Scott still had his pink drink, and somebody goes, what is that you're drinking? People don't know about it. It is very interesting. We think that they do. People don't know about it. Grab that bottle. Don't ever drink it, drink it where people can see it. If you're going somewhere that day, that's when you start drinking that pink drink. If you're at the ball field, you have another pink drink if you need to. But people will ask. But don't ever give up. And if you have, you are going to have questions. You're not going to know all the answers when you're first starting. I didn't know any answers when I first started because I wasn't going to do it. You know what? I didn't even know we had the health side when I first started. I just wanted to lose weight. But we figured it out. And now there are so many tools, trainings, documents, files, team pages where you can ask questions. You don't have to know everything. Be honest if somebody asks you a question and say, I don't know that answer, but just give me a little bit and I will find the answer out for you, and then come ask us. We are here to help. But don't wait, because if you wait and you don't start, there's a lot of lives out there that need to be changed, and you have the opportunity to do that. I believe that every person in this world could use Plexus for some reason. Number 2, if you don't start, somebody else is. But anyways, just get to it. Don't be scared. Order that swag. If your swag starts off so many conversations, but if you have it on, make sure and have your business card or your sample card. So, you can give it to somebody. I've made that mistake a lot recently, just like changing out purses and thinking I have it and I don't. And so you don't want to lose that opportunity. But the opportunity is real. It's real everywhere. If you're in a new area, you're sitting just on so much potential, and I watched them do it. I've watched New Mexico do it. I'm about to watch. I have South Dakota's already started doing it. No, Iowa. She's in Iowa. South Dakota's about to start doing it. So it's so fun to watch. It's so exciting. There's so many other places that I haven't even touched on. Those are just a few that I've been to in the past month, so I can think of those. But take this and run with it and blow it up. People need Plexus, bottom line. End of story. End of story is people need Plexus, and we have something that could change their mind. So change their life. Be proud of that, and don't be scared to share it. I was scared to share it. I was scared to share on Facebook. I thought somebody was, I'd offend somebody, or I was going to hurt somebody's feelings, or they wouldn't like me because I'm doing that. Lives have been changed because I took a step of faith and shared on Facebook. And I have shared on Facebook something about Plexus every single day since I started. Don't be scared. So anyways, we have a question down here. Let's see. What is your number one tip in a new area? And what would be your number one tip to getting people to meetings in a new area?
I think number one tip to get people to a meeting is to start off simple. If you know a few people that you think could use these products or use this opportunity, host something in your home. Or if you've got team members that haven't yet had a launch party or hosted a meeting in their home, people love to visit and love to chat. If you offer a Saturday morning coffee, or if you offer wine in the evenings or something and say, hey, come over for a glass of wine or come over for a cup of coffee, let's talk Plexus. All you need for an opportunity to get started is a product catalog and some testimonies. And if you don't have a testimony yet, there's many, many testimonies on our team. Lots of amazing testimonies. And so I would print those testimonies off and have them ready to share. And I also always have the Plexus disclaimer or Plexus income disclosure chart. I have those two things with the product catalog ready to go at any event. And events can look like just something in your home. And if you want to do something else and you want to have it at a coffee shop, have it at a coffee shop. But the key is just to tell people, hey, I would love to sit and chat with you about Plexus. And always let them know that it's informational only. There's no commitment. Don't bring your checkbook. Just bring yourself and come listen to my opportunity. I want to share this with you. And if you do it, like I said, we started off with just having a Plexus Power Night every single Monday night. And so people knew that I had those in my home. And so sometimes we had guests and sometimes it was just ambassadors. But like Beth said, just meeting with our team once a week. Did I say once a month? Once a month. Just meeting with your team builds that passion together, because you get a few Plexus people in a room and you start sharing your stories, your passion, your team stories. It builds that excitement and that belief that you all are sharing. And it's really important to grow that with yourself and with your team members. So start off small. I say if you're in a brand new area and you haven't done it yet, make it, Plexus on the patio. That's kind of fun, a living room lunch or whatever. But people like to gather and people like to chat. So Plexus is just going to be part of the conversation, and people will love to hear your testimonies that you have to offer for that.
Absolutely. I agree. It's so much about relationships and about fellowship, and people want to be a part of something. People want to be a part of something fun. And I promise you, 3 years in, we're having a whole lot of fun. Well, and go ahead.
One thing I love also is, as I started to meet with my team, some of these were young mamas. Some of these were women in their 60s. I mean, I had age ranges from all over. But the really exciting thing is, some of these young moms that joined our team early on, they've been able to quit their jobs. I have a few one just had a baby, and she gets to stay home with her baby because of this opportunity, because somebody shared with her their passion and their love for these products. If they would not have done that, she wouldn't be able to fulfill her dreams right now. She's being able to fulfill her dream as a mom and stay home with her baby because we shared this opportunity. So just know, you guys, if you're scared or you're afraid to share the opportunity, or you're afraid to have an event because you don't think anybody will come, just step out of your comfort zone and just do it. Because somebody is waiting for that opportunity, for that chance to have their life changed like that. Somebody needs it. Everybody needs it, but somebody is waiting for you to share. And like Beth said, not everybody's heard of it. There's a lot of people that have never heard of Plexus or don't know what Plexus is.
Well, and the other thing with that, there are people that have heard of it. And sometimes people just need one more person to verify, okay, somebody else is doing this, I'm going to do it. Somebody may trust you, and they just needed you to be like, okay, I've seen 10 people talk about it, but I know you more and I trust you. And if you're doing it, then all right, it's okay. You know, some people just need that. But I definitely, I mean, there's so much opportunity everywhere. Big cities, small cities, you know, everywhere. There is so much opportunity. If you don't know where to get swag or brochures, there's, I know there's some brochures and catalogs in our back office. If you go to Etsy, Etsy.com, and just put in Plexus, you can put in, and all things Plexus come up. There's brochures, there's water bottles, there's hats, there's t-shirts, there's everything that you would ever need Plexus. But truly that helps, and it's such a great conversation starter. And so do that. But guys, reach out to us. We want to help you. That's the most fun part of this, is helping new people get started in Plexus, because we know what it's done. 3 years. This is my 3-year anniversary this month. I would have never in a million years thought that this is what my life would be, ever. Never. In fact, I did I'll say this, I did a post just this weekend. Something popped up on my Facebook on this day, and it was, I had taken my kids to Disney World. And y'all, we couldn't afford that. I sold like all kinds of things in my house on online garage sale so I could take my kids to Disney. And we didn't stay on property, but I got my kids there. But what did I have to do? I literally was walking around my house like, oh, I don't like that anymore. And I'd take a picture and sell it on online garage sale. Going through my kids' clothes and stuff. And I wouldn't change that part of my life for anything, because you know what? I worked hard and I did whatever it took, and we got them there. And Scott was a great provider. I'm not saying that by any means, but the extra stuff was hard. And so, but just to think that this is my 3-year anniversary, and that if I wanted to decide today that I wanted to take my kids to Disney World, like tomorrow I could, and I wouldn't have to go sell anything on online garage sale. That's just how my life was. I was fine with it. Like it wasn't a big deal. We had a great life. But I never thought, like Jen said, she never thought she would be in a position like this. I never thought I would be a leader. I never thought that I would, have a successful career. Yes, I did go to college, and I did have I did get my degree, and I did have a job. And, but most of all, I just wanted to be a mom. And because of circumstances, my husband was in the mortgage industry, and so that crashed. And so our situation changed. And so I was having to work like several part-time jobs. You do what you have to do. And again, I wouldn't change that for anything, because I was able to still do the things that I wanted to do with my kids and be there for them in the mornings and after school. But to know now that I have the freedom, and that mom is my number one job, and that I can work everything else around that, guys, that's truly amazing. And so when that post popped up the other day, I just thought, you know what? I'm so blessed. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful that God kicked me in the head and told me to post on Facebook, even though I was scared. I'm so thankful, because one, just looking at this, I mean, we have had up to, a bunch of people just on this Zoom today, and people from all over that I would have never met before, ever. And I know that people's lives have been changed on this Zoom. And so don't be afraid. Don't be scared. People need what we have. And just start. You have to start somewhere. And if you need a place to start, you message us. I love these home little sip-and-sees. I think they're great. I think it's so relational based. I love sitting there. I've been doing tons with new people, little launches. I love getting to sit there and tell how Plexus changed my life to people. I don't do PowerPoints at those. I just have, we just talk. We just share our story, my story, and let people know, and let people ask me questions of how things have changed. So, you can do Zoom meetings. You can do a Zoom like this, an opportunity meeting where people don't even have to go anywhere. You can do it, have a pajama party or on these things. And so there's so many different ways, but I just want to encourage you to all step out today. Step out today. If you haven't made your first post, make that post today. If you haven't scheduled your first launch or sip and see, step out and start planning that today. If you need help, message me. I will be glad to help you start that. But don't wait. It's an amazing company. People's health are changing. That's the most important part. People are getting healthy with this company. But people are also growing businesses with this company. And so wherever you are, wherever you live, you can do this. I believe you can do this. Get that belief and get that passion, because that is what has grown in me, is the passion. So anyways, does anybody have any questions? Anyone? If you have a question, you can unmute real quick and we'll take 2 or 3 questions and then we're going to wrap it up for the day. Anyone? All righty. Well, if y'all have questions, you can message Jen or myself. That will totally work. And y'all go out and make it a great day today. Share some Plexus. Just keep on going. So thanks for joining us this morning. We'll see y'all later.
Bye.